Hey everyone, how is everyone doing on this Sunday night, March 15th, 2026? This probably is going to be my last podcast. You know why? Nobody's watching my podcast. Sad, man. I used to get like 20 views. Now, what, like 4 views? I don't know. I'll just keep going until I get no views. You know? Did I have an agenda when I started this? Well, I just, I talk shit, basically, random topics, no agenda. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like me, man. Or I'm not famous. I'm not famous, that's for sure, right? Then if you're saying that, oh, every fucking person on this planet should like you, well, that's not good, right? I'm not saying I have enemies, but I just feel like literally I talk to myself. Either I got to basically step up and do something better, more, right? If I want to get my word out there, whatever the fuck word it is, I have no idea. What is language, anyways? All right, let's talk about the language. Who said that? Somebody said that there's a machinery behind the. Oh, no, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There's something behind the machinery of language, syntax, machinery of syntax. All right. So how did we start actually talking? Well, monkeys don't talk. Well, they do. And we are the descendants of that species. Our brains evolved. Hello, hello. More neurons. 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 I have said this because did I say this last time in my podcast? Maybe I did. Even like biggest podcaster like Joe Rogan, he doesn't even know that. Oh, he talks about how uh, fascinating it is, or and I'm not listen. I listen to Joe Rogan. He's a great podcast. And when somebody like Joe Rogan says, "Oh, you know what? It's fascinating that the human brain has evolved in a million year or whatever the fuck that time period is, right? So much so that we started creating civilizations. Was that before or after we started walking upright? Bipedal instead of quadrupedal? Is that what it is? There's no theory to it. I mean, yeah, Terence McKenna, who was the psychonaut, right? I mean, I also like Terence McKenna. I've read and I have listened to a lot of his lectures. He was the hippiest of the hippie in terms of, the psychedelic moment and, what the whole, you know, uh, idea of, when the psychedelics open your mind. And I get it, they use them for therapy, which I believe. And when they open your mind to some other fucking realm, and you're like, what is this? I mean, he was to the point where he was taking heroic doses and of, I think, psilocybin mushroom, which of course now, they're using them using them for therapy. And he was talking to some entity at the end of time, right? The entity at the end of time. What is that, man? So I think he was fascinated, and anybody could would be fascinated if you start talking to some sort of a fucking entity if you are, you know, high on a heroic dose of psilocybin mushrooms. You know. So that opening of mind, and I think Aldous Huxley actually, when he took mescaline, he wrote a book, right? Doors of Perception. Where the fuck am I going with this? Where I was going with this, I lost the chain of thought. Okay, this is where I was going. All right. So this whole idea that, oh, what is this whole other realm is, according to Terence McKenna's theories, is there another tenant of the building? Means besides us in this three-dimensional space and time, is there another parallel universe where these entities are, sharing our extraterrestrial space, not extraterrestrial, extra whatever metaphysical space, right? Maybe for them we are in the metaphysical space. I have a fucking idea. So, I was actually fascinated by that whole notion that somehow, and it could be true that this reality is one reality, all right? But then the reality of other realms, that's a whole fucking different topic, all right? The reality of another tenant in our hyperspace, all right? All right, that's a reality. That means that this reality is one of many. All right, this physical, three-dimensional space, laws of physics, mathematics, all that, right? So where am I going with this? What the fuck? So sorry. I just basically just really digressed into some other topic. And before I digress into further into another topic and lose my fucking mind, me and my wife went to see the final, the tennis final, at Green Hook, and a couple of my friends came, and it was good to see them physically. My friend is recovering, and we didn't stay there for too long. We just chit chatted for a bit, watched the women's final, and then in here we came back and watched the men's final, Indian Wells tennis, right? California. It's fucking hot. It's like they were showing us the temperature. There's like 97 degrees. Just imagine it's 97 degrees now in March. All right. That's going to be like a fucking baking machine, right? In July and August. All right. So, Should I close my podcast and just discontinue and not bother? I don't know. I mean, the word is that there's no word. I'm not trying to get any words out. All right. Any messages or any fucking, preaching or any of that shit. All right. And then the fucking Oscars are happening, and my wife is watching them, and I just couldn't fuck. I mean, I watched like half, like maybe 20 minutes. I'm like, I can't fucking watch this shit. Honest. So I ordered it, that from Crutchfield. I ordered a cheaper, you know, stereo for my car because we're trying to sell that. All right. So in any case, um, and we're trying to sell our apartment. It's just like, man, this is not the luckiest time for us. Jeep, I'm not concerned too much. But I gotta fix because the fucking FM was not working. It's not working on the old one. Somehow I broke it or it got broke. Whatever the fuck, right? So I just went down there and tested the new one. It's the same Bose, whatever it is, Bose, whatever the fuck it's called, right? Same model. It works. I just have to patch it up, get some fucking, hardware from the, what do you call maybe the, what is that, auto store, where the fuck is, or maybe the sound system places, right? Car sound. So in any case, I couldn't watch the fucking Oscar. They're still going on. My wife, she went down, but she was watching them. She went down to the treadmill. So, should I close my pot? Should I just discontinue? I don't know, man. I mean, I get it that I don't have audience. I'm losing audience. I get it too. It's not like, people don't like me. Ah, of course, some people do not like you, right? For whatever reason. And, and we all are flawed fucking human beings. You say something to somebody these days. It's the whole fucking these phones. Because sometimes I get angry at my dad, and sometimes I'll send him like angry text messages, right? And which then I realized the next day I was like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah, I have had issues when I was growing up. He wasn't there. He was there, but the relationship wasn't there, right? So role model, kind of, male role model wasn't there for me. Uh, I'm pretty sure many of you feel that way, men, us, we feel that we need that fucking some sort of a guidance from the beginning, from the get-go. Otherwise, we are fucking lunatics. So in any case, like if you say something that, and again, getting back to these fucking phones, sometimes people, they get angry or whatever the fuck it is, they send these angry text messages to other people. And this fucking phone becomes a fucking whip, it can whip. I mean, I'm not saying it's just a tool, but you are doing it, somebody's doing it, right? And then the whole fucking, the other issue, I think it's not the other issue. I think that the issue is that it's just easy for somebody to, send 1,000 messages to someone being angry and all that, right? Yeah, it's just not good. I mean, if if somebody says something bad to another person, I think they should apologize, and that that's completely fair. And if I have said something bad or anything to anybody, I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't think I have done anything. So anything recently to anybody, or it's just usually, you know, my dad, and I don't do that anymore. You know, but that's fair enough. You know, it's fair enough. However, we all are just wrapped up in these fucking, tools, technological tools, and media, and then young people. I think back in the days, yeah, I mean, back in the days when we were young, we didn't really care about being left out of a group, but you could feel it, right? Oh, they're not giving me any fucking attention, or they're not, including me. They are being exclusive, right? But in any case, so I think the young people, it's the same thing on whatever group chats or whatever the fuck it is, right? Or I mean, social media, whatever the fuck it is, and it's just bad. I mean, I'm not on any fucking social media. I just post this on Facebook. All right, sir. What's the point you're trying to make? We all know that we all are aware of all that. I think uh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna fucking keep going, whatever it is. Uh, Three of my listeners out there, hopefully you take something from what I'm saying. Not that I'm, trying to basically, be the shining light, guiding star for people to take advice from me. All right, don't. But I can tell you from my own experience. We have uh, a world or a society or a human structure now entirely solely, not entirely, but a lot of it's now dependent on technology. And we are getting intertwined, intermingled, not mingled, sir. Uh, using these gadgets as extension of our human mind, as a tool. I mean, that's what these are, right? These are nothing other than that. Uh, except when it becomes necessary, and that it's going to be the truth. It's going to become necessary in maybe 150 years. All right. For human beings to realize, oh shit, I'm losing fucking battery on this. It's not connected. Oh my fucking god, this laptop. All right, everyone. I'm not going to, oh, he podcast, but I guess I can have the freaking computer. That's it. And it's a different time now. It's a different time now than, even when we were in college, my master's, I did that from here. It was just with phones, which I didn't have anyways. But uh, I don't know. I think I need to, you know, really, without being a flake, all right, practice some fucking jokes, punchlines, and then just go out to the fucking, 3 minute, 5 minute, like open mic, open micer, right? So why the fuck not? Right? Why the fuck not? And I went to yesterday. I went to another place to grab a sandwich here, right by Liberty State Park, right? And there's I think there's like a beer hall. It's called the Bourbon Hall, and I saw they had something for like comedy. I think they also do open mic. I'm gonna look it up. All right. So maybe that way I can get some fucking uh, uh, jokes and put together something. It's because otherwise, just like if I keep saying this and then 20 years down the fucking road, I'm halfway through the fucking underground, right? It's going to be another fucking regret, right? I mean, I understand we all have a lot of regrets. We have many regrets, you know, and I think about this all the time. I wish I was an aeronautical engineer. That's what I wanted to pursue. That was my dream fucking profession. I couldn't because they rejected me at the fucking Air Force. All right. And not because of technicality and technical aptitude, but just the fucking because it was only part of the fucking Air Force. All right. So in any case, without sounding too depressed, and I could have basically just worked for a company who's working on flying cars. I mean, that's got or somebody's got. I mean, I'm not too. I mean, I used to like be in a lot of in favor of like space travel and all that, but I think I'm giving up for practical reasons on that endeavor, right? But I mean, what we need is besides this fucking social media and all this. And who said that? I think Mark Anderson, right? And somebody, I think Peter Thiel also, he said that these guys, they're entrepreneurs. We have basically in the past fucking 25 years, what we have focused is computers and the fucking internet and the social media, Facebook and all that YouTube, all, but we haven't actually in parallel progress. We haven't made anything as far as, like flying cars or any other technology. So, uh, you're stuck on fucking a highway, like for an hour or whatever, however many fucking hours every day in city traffic, right? You're like, what the fuck? Fuck this. And that's the necessity. Uh, and it's gonna happen. I wish I could be just like at the forefront of this fucking whole thing, right? Flying cars, and I think where I come from, we have like really high mountains, and travel there is also just not easy. So if you have these like cheap drones where you can fly, two or three people, even it's like a car, right? Flying car, that's what I said. You can easily just like meander through the mountains, right? And then just you don't even need a fucking you know airport. So uh, I am not doing that. I'm not. I have no knowledge. I wanted to get my private pilot license, but I guess that's also a lot of fucking money. I don't know, man. It just is regrets in life, and just who said that when you are in your fucking grave almost, things that you have not done, those are what gonna bite you. Because like you're gonna feel like that's when you're gonna feel like, oh shit, I'm going. What did I not do? Whatever. But I guess that's universal. We all have to go through that. You know, trying to be just. I'm trying to keep my fucking cool, not be angry. Take a lot of deep breaths. And then, this fucking apartment, Port Liberté, just, we had an open house today. Also, only one couple showed up. My real estate agent was telling me. And so here we are. You know, I bought this apartment with some good intention without knowing that they're going to jack up the fucking HOA special assessment so much. It's just brutal, man. Just fucking brutal. But keep us in your well wishes. Hopefully, we can solve this sooner. All right. So I hope you all are having a great weekend, and I will do this again. I'm not giving up yet. Fuck that. See you all next week.